Stroke 16, take 1.
Edited.
Good evening, glad you could join us for another Krypton Factor. Happily, no injuries to report tonight. All 4 of our contestants, 2 men and 2 women, are fit, well and raring to tackle our usual 5 tests. So let's not keep them waiting any longer. Let's go straight into round 1, mental agility. And the test this week, contestants, is complement numbers to 10. In a moment, when you put your headphones on, you will individually hear a set of numbers. What you have to do is to give me back the numbers which, when added to them, make 10. Now, just to make that much clearer, let me give you an example. If you got the numbers 1, 2, 4, you should reply 9, which when added to 1 is 10, 8 added to 2 is 10, 6 added to 4 is 10. So you give me back the numbers which, when added to the original numbers, make 10. So would you put your headphones on now, please? This, of course, is a knockout round. We go on until there's just 1 person left. So if you're all settled, all ready for the first set of numbers, as I see you now are, we will start with you, David Drake Brockman.
6, 2, 8, 3.
4, 8, 2, 7.
Correct. On to Sylvia Roberts.
4, 9, 1, 6.
6, 1, 9, 4.
Correct. And now Robert Burden.
7, 8, 5, 2.
3, 2, 5, 8.
Correct again. Pam Blunden.
9, 3, 6, 1.
1, 4, 1, 7, 6, 9.
No, it was 1749, so you're eliminated, Pam Blunden. But we carry on now with 5 numbers, and David Drake Brockman.
1, 4, 7, 5, 9.
9, 6, 3, 5, 1.
That is correct. Now Sylvia Roberts.
4, 7, 2, 9, 3.
6, 3, 1, 8, 7.
You got them the wrong way around in the middle. It was 6, 3, 8, 1, 7. So you're eliminated, Sylvia Roberts. We move on now to Robert Burden.
3, 1, 6, 5, 8.
7, 9, 4, 5, 2.
That's correct. So 2 of you survive as we go into 6 numbers. David Drake Brockman.
4, 1, 7, 3, 8, 2.
6, 9, 3, 7, 2, 8.
That is correct. And we go now to Robert Burden.
3, 7, 1, 6, 8, 5.
7, 3, 9, 4, 2, 5.
Absolutely correct. So you both of you survive again. We go on to 7 numbers. And David Drake Brockman.
3, 8, 2, 5, 3, 7, 6.
7, 2, 8, 5, 7, 3, 4.
Absolutely right. Now it's up to Robert Burden to stay in the race.
2, 5, 8, 3, 7, 1, 6.
8, 5, 3, 7, 2, 4.
No, you're out. You went wrong on the third number for a start. It should have been 8, 5, 2, 7, 3, 9, 4. So that means that David Drake Brockman is the outright winner of that round and gets the maximum 10 points. So a good start for him. In second place was Robert Burden. He gets 6 points. Then came Sylvia Roberts, 4 points for her. And in fourth place, Pam Blunden, who gets 2 points. And so the early leader at this stage from Huddersfield is David Drake Brockman. Well, still a long way to go yet and lots of points still available, and I can safely say that none will be gained with more effort or pain than those for the next round, physical ability. 17 obstacles on the assault course designed to test the determination, the stamina and the courage of our contestants. So let's go to the start to join them and the starter, Captain Don Glynn.
Competitors, take your marks.
And away first is Sylvia Roberts, age 37. She's from Macclesfield, onto the log balance. She copes with very well. Now the rope swing. She cries out there, but she needn't have worried. She got over quite nicely. Pam Blunden away, 7 seconds behind. The teacher from Birmingham across the rope swing. She started very fast indeed, in fact, perhaps too fast. She'll know at the end of the race whether she started too fast or not. But in the lead is Sylvia Roberts. Second place, Pam Blunden. You can see just going over the wall behind her, but Sylvia Roberts across the high balance onto these ropes where so many contestants have burnt their hands in practice sessions, but she goes down that quite competently. Father David Drake Brockman away now. He's aged 44 and starting 36 seconds behind. Oh dear, he's gone down into the ditch. He's got to go back and do that one again. He started 36 seconds behind Sylvia Roberts here, and she goes down too, and that could have been quite painful for her. That's on the monkey swing, which is a very difficult one to do. David Drake Brockman's got it ahead of him, of course. Pam Blunden, though, making it look very easy indeed. As she reaches that white pole, that's the target. Sylvia Roberts had problems on that, but she's through now and on to the crawl section, and she's keeping very low. She's doing that one much better. Pam Blunden in the lead, and now coming through is Robert Burden, who began 43 seconds behind Sylvia Roberts. Pam Blunden there is in the lead, but Robert Burden is catching her all the time, and Pam Blunden paying for the fast start at the beginning. She slowed right down now, and Robert Burden is catching. There he is in third place, right at the back there. Sylvia Roberts second. Pam Blunden holding on to her lead. David Drake Brockman on that monkey swing, slow but sure. He makes it, and on he goes. But you can see Robert Burden is now into second place, catching Pam Blunden. David Drake Brockman on the crawl. But really the man to watch is Robert Burden as he catches Pam Blunden. Pam Blunden on the last obstacle, but Robert Burden is catching her all the time. He's just a couple of strides behind now as they go up. David Drake Brockman in fourth place. He's settling for that, but hoping to finish the course. And now in the lead is Robert Burden. He's a stride ahead. The longer strides he's taking there on that rope bridge is putting him further ahead now of Pam Blunden, so he's just got the drop to make, the jump, he does it and lands quite nicely actually, and he gets first place. And now Pam Blunden, the teacher from Birmingham, she adjusts herself on the top, moves across and down she goes. It's a bit of an awkward landing, but she looks all right. And David Drake Brockman taking a run at the water jump and even then doesn't quite make it, but he's determined to finish. Sylvia Roberts in third place, well ahead of David Drake Brockman. And up she comes, a helping hand from the soldier there. She's from Macclesfield, age 37, onto that platform, and now that jump. She has a look, will she do it? The soldier's encouraging her, telling her to go, and she just plunges off. Again, it's a bit of an awkward landing, but she's all right. And now David Drake Brockman from St Mark's in Longwood near Huddersfield. Obviously the assault course not his cup of tea, but he's 44 and he's stuck at it, shown a lot of guts and determination as he comes up to the 18 feet high platform now. Just the jump and he's completed the course. And again, the soldier on the top, encouraging him all the time, tells him to go, and down he drops. A bit of an awkward fall again.
Well, some very awkward-looking falls there, but they all survived, and the winner, Robert Burden, gets the maximum 10 points. Not far behind him, Pam Blunden, who gets 6 points. In third place was Sylvia Roberts, so 4 points for her. And fourth, David Drake Brockman, who gets 2 points. So we've got change in the leadership now, with 16 points from Devon. Leading is Robert Burden. Well, round 3 is the intelligence test. Not a construction problem this week, but one that's still pretty hard, I think. So contestants, would you like to step down now behind your benches while I explain what it's all about? You've got in your frames various moving sections. What you have to do is to get the marked one to its diagonally opposite corner. Now, I must tell you that in the centre there you'll see 2 large pieces, and that's what makes it harder than it might otherwise look. You've got to devise a strategy to get around that problem. It's up to you. Your target time is 2 minutes, and will you start now?
Well, I'm sure most of you have seen variations on this theme, usually, of course, with numbers or letters or pictures. But the added problem here, as I told the contestants, are the 2 large sections in the middle. The problem is to get the coloured section below those 2 large sections, which David Drake Brockman there has achieved already. And Robert Burden is doing quite well with it as well. Pam Blunden, though, stuck, still the coloured section at the top. But you really want to get below the 2 large sections early, which Robert Burden has now achieved, so he's well on the way to completing it, and David Drake Brockman doing very well. Indeed, if he lifts that blue square up, that's it, and the other one across, he'll have won this. And Robert Burden finishing fast as well. It's David Drake Brockman who finishes first, and Robert Burden finishes in second place. It's neck and neck between them. Pam Blunden in trouble too. Sylvia Roberts not doing much better. You've really got to work out a way round those 2 large sections, and really they're just moving squares at the minute, hoping something will happen. They've got to work it out. Pam Blunden looks a bit lost there, not sure what she's doing at all. Sylvia Roberts, that looks more promising. No, she's got chances here. She can move that square across, the large one across, and then the large one near the bottom up. She's coming close to the buzzer. Whether she gets in before the buzzer now is questionable. But she's going to do it just ahead of the buzzer for 3rd place.
So time up just as Sylvia Roberts finishes, so let's work out now the positions and the points. First to finish was David Drake Brockman, so he gets 10 points. And just fractionally behind him, Robert Burden, 6 points for him. Then came Sylvia Roberts, as I said, right on the buzzer. She gets 4 points. Pam Blunden didn't quite finish. She gets 2 points. And so we feed those scores into our master scoreboard. And there we have a tied situation at the end of the intelligence round. 2 people on 22 points. David Drake Brockman, who was the first round leader, back in contention, sharing the lead with the man from Devon, Robert Burden. So a tremendous battle going on for the lead there as we go straight on to round 4 observation. We waste no time. Contestants, would you like to turn now and face your screens? Coming up, a clip of film and some detailed questions on it. Here it is.
We must solve the energy crisis. And we will solve it by building this thermonuclear plant here in this area over which we're flying now. Of course, we'll have to level off those hills to make room for it. Mr. Prime Minister, our problem is to get heat and convert it into electrical energy. Now, in our plant, we will get heat by the fusion of atoms with laser beams. And when we're in operation, we'll supply electricity for this entire third world area. Just think, up to now, temperatures like 300 million degrees can be found only at the center of the sun.
That's not quite true, Mr. Kane. Not only in the sun, also at the center of a hydrogen bomb explosion.
My compliments to the hostess. Everything is marvelous, as always.
Hi, Robert.
Hello. Having a good time? Good. And it'll even be more marvelous when we celebrate the end of our work on the project.
Hello, Robert. Lovely party. Very well.
Kane Enterprises isn't even going to start it.
Huh?
You know very well. I've always had many doubts about the project. That's why I wanted the society to be able to give up the contract after the first phases of location prospecting.
Yeah, but the prospecting turned out excellently.
Other things haven't, Robert.
Mr. Prime Minister, I should like very much for you to just push this up. The first charges will go off.
You're very kind, Mr. Kane. But I believe that this honor belongs to you.
Thank you.
A clip there from the film Holocaust 2000. If you'd now like to turn, face the front, we've got your 3 questions each coming up. We start with David Drake Brockman. Your either-or question. What was said to be the temperature at the centre of the sun? Was it 300 million or 3,000 million degrees?
3,000 million.
No, it was 300 million, so you get no points there. A visual question. How many people were in shirt sleeves in the helicopter?
1.
Correct, 2 points. 1 on the dialogue now. They intended to get heat by fusing what and laser beams? Let's take an answer.
Nuclear energy.
Now, atoms was the word we wanted, so no more points there. You stay on 2. On to Sylvia Roberts. Was there background music at the party? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm afraid you're wrong. There was not, so you get no points there. How many pictures were taken in the helicopter? Photographs.
2.
Correct, 2 points. What did they have to do to make room for the plant?
They had to level the hills.
That's absolutely right, another 2 points. You finish with 4 there. Robert Burden, what did the Prime Minister have to do to explode the charges? Push the switch up or down?
Down.
No, he had to push it up, so no points there. What was on the mantelpiece behind the woman at the party?
A vase.
No, close but not close enough. A candlestick, no points there. What sort of energy were they going to produce?
Thermonuclear.
No, electrical. So no points at all for you. We move on to Pam Blunden. How many aerials were on the detonating device? 1 or 2?
2.
Correct, 2 points. How many explosions did we see?
3.
Correct, 2 more points. How many people said hello to Robert at the party?
2.
Absolutely right, you get full points there, 6 points in all. We move on then to the second section of this round, which of course is the identity parade. You'll remember in that film there was a party. During the party, an attractive young lady walked up and kissed Kirk Douglas. Well, we've got 9 attractive young ladies here in the studio. It's up to our contestants to discover which one kissed Kirk Douglas in that film. One of those attractive young ladies kissed him in the film. Which one? As always, we've got a little time to ponder over this one. With those attractive faces, we can ponder quite a while, decide which one kissed Kirk Douglas in the film. It came halfway through the film at the party. Kirk Douglas said to her, "Hello, having a good time." So as they line up for the last time. You must make up your minds fairly shortly. You've got indicator panels in the armrests of your chair. When I give you the word, press the number that corresponds with the number from the young lady, the one you thought kissed Kirk Douglas. So are you ready? Will you press the number now? Right, you have made your choices. We had everyone correct last week. That won't happen this time because you made different choices. David Drake Brockman has gone for number 5. Can I ask number 5 to step forward, please? Sylvia Roberts has chosen number 7. Would she step forward, please? Robert Burden has also chosen number 7. And Pam Blunden has chosen number 5. So, who was right, if anyone? We shall find out now as I ask the young lady who kissed Kirk Douglas in that film to make herself known to us now. There you are, number 5, actress Karen Cooper. So, 2 of our contestants spotted Karen this week. David Drake Brockman and Pam Blunden, but it's Pam Blunden who wins the round outright with the maximum 10 points, only the second person to do that in the Krypton Factor. David Drake Brockman in second place, 6 points. Sylvia Roberts, third place, 4 points. Robert Burden failed to score, but we feed those scores into our master scoreboard, and with just 1 round to go, it's tightened up. Pam Blunden's made up a lot of ground, but the outright leader now with 28 points is David Drake Brockman. So, quite close as we go into the last round. It's still very open indeed because there's a lot of points here. General knowledge, rapid-fire questions. Ready on the buzzers, please. Now, contestants, just under 3 minutes to go as we go off with the first question. Who preceded Jack Jones as General Secretary of the Transport Workers' Union? David Brockman, I'll call you in this round.
Vic Feather.
No, Frank Cousins. You lose 2 points. What was the profession of Frank Lloyd Wright? Sylvia Roberts.
Architect.
Correct, 2 points. Noah's Ark came to rest on which mountain? Sylvia Roberts.
Mount Ararat.
Correct, 2 points. Of which organisation is Yasser Arafat a leader? David Brockman.
The Palestine Liberation Front.
The Palestine Liberation?
Organisation.
Correct, 2 points. What in Britain is the PLA? The answer is the Port of London Authority. Which London authority is responsible for lighthouses? Sylvia Roberts.
The Watermen's Association.
No, Trinity House. You lose 2 points. Which former cabinet minister is the master of Trinity College, Cambridge? Robert Burden.
Lord Butler.
Lord Butler. Rab Butler, 2 points. Who played Hudson the butler in Upstairs, Downstairs? Sylvia Roberts.
Gordon Jackson.
2 points. Who last February accepted over £500,000 for Gordon... Interrupted by Sylvia Roberts.
Sorry, I was going to say that the 2 women in Oslo.
No, I have to have a right answer, which was Leeds United accepted the money for Gordon McQueen. You lose 2 points. Which Roman road leads to Lincoln from Exeter? David Brockman.
Fossway.
Correct, 2 points. Fosse jaw was a disease once associated with which phosphorus-using industry? The answer is matchmaking. Who played the matchmaker in Search of a Husband in the film Hello, Dolly? David Brockman.
Barbara Streisand.
2 points. Barbara Castle is the MP for which northern constituency? David Brockman.
Blackburn.
Correct, 2 points. What is added to Guinness to make black velvet? Sylvia Roberts.
Champagne.
2 points. What is a champignon? Sylvia Roberts.
A mushroom.
Correct, 2 points. About half a minute to go. What protective article is sometimes called a mushroom, a chatter, or a gamp?
Umbrella.
Robert Burden.
Umbrella.
Correct, 2 points. Umbria is a department or area of which country? David Brockman.
Italy.
Correct, 2 points. Which Italian actress is married to Carlo Ponti? David Brockman.
Sophia Loren.
Correct, 2 points. Of which country is Sofia the capital? Sylvia Roberts.
Bulgaria.
Correct, 2 points. Bulgaria, Orinoco, and Tobermory. Interrupted by Sylvia Roberts. The buzzer's gone, but you can answer that.
Wombles.
They are members of the Wombles of Wimbledon. Correct, 2 points. And that is the end of the round, and indeed the contest, which means that our winner tonight, after a splendid last round with a Krypton factor of 38, is our clergyman from Huddersfield, David Drake Brockman. So, our warmest congratulations to David Drake Brockman. A really splendid last round, that. Hard luck, Sylvia Roberts and Robert Burden. Both did very well, finished in second place, equal 26 points, Pam Blunden on 20. But it's David Drake Brockman who goes on through to our semi-final. We shall be back with another Krypton Factor next week, Friday 7. Join us then. Good night.